Adventure on Klee Island. Writer Tanuka Bhaumik Endo. Publisher National Book Trust, India. Story: The Message. Dr. Mikidos's message was an appeal for help. Children, I don't have much time. You must help me out. I've been kept like a prisoner in my own house for the last few years, constantly under surveillance from the government. All my assets will become national property automatically after my death, in case I do not leave behind a will. You know that there is a small but very powerful group within the government whose only aim is to keep on increasing our military power. This group is known as the Supreme Office. In fact, if given a chance, this Supreme Office would like to overthrow the government and impose their dictatorship. It is because of the interference of this group of people that many of the government's projects to protect animals and birds have been abandoned. The Supreme Office wants my property, the house and the huge land that I own. They have employed 2 caretaker robots on the pretext of my ill health, but the real reason is that they do not want to let me out of sight in case I make a new will. My land and property are important to the Supreme Office because they plan to build a military base here, dealing with defense research. They have no interest in all the species of birds that live here. In fact, I'm sure they are going to kill them as soon as they get their hands on my property. Their only problem is that they are not sure whether I have made a will and hidden it somewhere and which I can smuggle out of the premises. I have told them that I haven't and kept them at bay. This is so that they think they won't have any trouble getting the land after my death. I'm sure they would like to kill me off, but since I'm in the public eye, they have not done it yet. You see, a sudden death might lead to an investigation. After a few more months or a year, as I fade away from the public eye, you may wake up one day to hear the news that Dr. Mikidos passed away in her sleep. Even now, I'm constantly watched. Only once or twice, in late night hours, a caretaker might be busy elsewhere, attending a phone or some other duty given by the Supreme Office, and I get a chance to act with some freedom, but that too within my own room. Sadly, I'm too old now to overpower these robots. Although I have friends outside, mostly scientists, I can't be sure whom to trust, since many of them have sided with the Supreme Office for money, power, and high positions. But I do trust your childish innocence, and it is children like you who give me hope. You'll find that some children too are getting brainwashed into thinking that protecting various species of birds and animals are not important as compared to keeping an army ready for intergalactic wars. You were the first students to approach me for an interview about birds in a long time. That really gave me hope. I gave my consent one night when one of my caretaker robots was out of the room for a short while, and I was pretending to be asleep. That is when I answered your phone call. Later, they let me carry on with the sham interview so that there is no suspicion when I call off the interview all of a sudden. Today, I have another opportunity and I'm recording this tape for you. I'll pass this on to you in case I feel that you think like I do and in case I feel you can help me. I'll come to the main point of my message now. I actually have a will which I have hidden. The government will destroy it if they can lay their hands on it. I must get it out of this island to my lawyers, Stone and Draz, in the Takoda city on the mainland. Then, they can contest the government's claim in case of my death. I have left enough funds to convert my house and grounds into a zoo. This too will house all the species of the birds that I have, so that those birds can breed and increase their population. A day might even come when the number will be enough to give out some birds to small zonal zoos. You must retrieve the will, children. It's hidden. And here her voice became almost inaudible. In the cage of that beautiful exotic bird. Oh, why can't I remember the name? I must, what's that name? Sounds similar to that old European dance. And here the tape ended abruptly.